Hi, it's Alexis Hasselberger, time management and productivity coach. So let me ask you, has this ever happened to you? You spend a little bit of time today planning for tomorrow. You make sure you have a realistic plan. You're not being overly ambitious. You're making sure you have enough time for everything you need to do. You've got a great plan. You leave work, you close up your laptop, you go on with your business. And then in the morning, you open up your laptop, you have your coffee, you look at your schedule, and you find out that people have just put cat stuff on there. There's like now your plan is all ruined because people have just put meetings on your calendar and now you don't have time to do the things you'd planned to do. And it feels like, "Ugh, why did I even spend that time planning? Like, what is the point? Why? I hate it, right? Has that ever happened to you? Maybe you can tell that's happened to me, and I don't want it to happen to me anymore. Hasn't happened to me in a long time, and it hasn't happened to me in a long time because of a trick that I now use to make sure that my plan does not get completely derailed by these surprise meetings, these people that put on at the kind of last minute, right? And so there are a couple of ways that you can help prevent this. Now, is your plan ever going to go 100% as planned? No, right? We live in the real world. There's always going to be things that take longer than we think they will, or something unexpected that comes up. But it can be so frustrating when the thing that is derailing your plan is other people putting meetings last minute onto your calendar. So there are two things that you can do. So the first one is internally. So if you are having this happening from a lot of internal meetings, one thing that you can do is to set a recurring block of time, just block off today and tomorrow, like 48 hours or maybe 24 hours, depending on whatever works for your workplace. Just block it off on your calendar. Say, do not schedule. And it's just like a 2 day block on your calendar says do not schedule or private or whatever, right? And then just move this every day. Every day, move this block so that you're always protecting today and tomorrow going forward. Does this mean that people aren't going to put meetings on your calendar? No, but they will be less likely to, and they might put it a little bit farther in the week when you have less of a plan going on and you have more time to adapt around it. Will you ever have to make an exception? Yes, you will. But it's far better to have to make an exception, have people actually have to reach out to you and say, hey, I know it says do not schedule, but could we schedule this meeting at this time? That is far better than it just looking open and free on your calendar, right? So you can have this kind of internal recurring just you keep pushing it along, right? Now, if you use a scheduler like Calendly or something like that, or Acuity, any of those things, you can also do something to set this up in there. So I use Calendly, and this is how prospective clients or my clients are booking time on my schedule, and I just have it blocked out so that nobody can schedule anything with me in 24 hours from right now. Right. So today I'm recording this, it's 3:23 p.m. Nobody can schedule a meeting with me until after 3:23 p.m. tomorrow. It's just a rolling 24-hour bucket in there so that people cannot kind of hijack my day in the middle of the day or in the middle of my plan. Now, of course, this doesn't work 100%. Nothing works 100%. But by putting some guardrails in there for yourself, you're going to have a lot more control over your schedule. And this is going to allow people to, of course, still make meetings with you, just not in the next 24 to 48 hours. If you've ever heard that saying, your urgency is not my emergency, this is what we're really thinking about here. That it's not, I don't feel like it's really reasonable for people to be like, oh, we have to have an emergency meeting right now in the next hour. Most of the time, that's not totally reasonable, but people do it anyways. Sometimes you're going to have to make an exception, and that's okay. So I just wanted to share this technique with you of having this kind of rolling calendar block that you keep pushing forward so that you're protecting at least the time that's coming, in the next day or so for your work world. Now, if you like getting this kind of content and you want more of it, make sure to subscribe.
Hi, do more stress, less fears. I just want to remind you, just like you said, to subscribe, because only about 20% of the people that watch our videos are actually subscribed. So it'd be a big help if you were to subscribe.